An upset in Ames. Iowa State hosting Texas Tech. Red Raiders with the football. Taj Brooks, with 20 seconds left, scampers in for the go-ahead score. 23-22, failed on the two-point conversion, but Texas Tech has the lead. Rocco Becht and the Cyclones need a miracle. 4 seconds left, down one. Going to just try to throw it around, see if something happens, and then nothing happens. Ball game, and Texas Tech goes into Ames and hands number 11 Iowa State its first loss of the season. Iowa State was 7-0 for the first time since 1938. They had never started 8-0, and they will not start 8-0 as they lose their first game of the season, 23-22. Consider Iowa State was allowing 14 points per game this season, first in the Big 12. They give up 23 to Texas Tech, and they fall at home at Jack Trice. Back here in studio, two-time Super Bowl champ Bryant McFadden. They got away from what their defense was all season carrying them. They let Texas Tech scamper back into this game, and that's what happens. And Iowa State opens the door for a team, and the Red Raiders run it right down their throat.
No question. You talked about the defense. The last 2 weeks, remember the last ball game against UCF, they allowed 30-plus points in a 3-win victory for them. They were battle-tested, had to fight from behind, but their defense had some issues against UCF. To your point, Hakeem, the same thing surfaced at home against Texas Tech, a team, when you look at Texas Tech, just trying to figure things out. Iowa State had everything at their disposal, controlling their own destiny, came out to a slow start, sloppy football on either side, and guess what? They took one on the chin. The season is not over for Iowa State, but now they make things extremely interesting in the Big 12 because get this, BYU, they're in their own neighborhood. Undefeated 8-0, 5-0 in conference play. Now with this loss that Iowa State just sustained, they're 4-1 in conference play, 7-1. You look at Kansas State, who they're in the middle of a dogfight right now against Houston. They're 4-1, 7-1, the same identical record as Iowa State. And then the other team that just jumped into the top 25, the Colorado Buffaloes. You look at their conference schedule, conference record, they're 4-1, 6-2 overall. Now with this loss today, everything is open in the Big 12. It was basically a two-team race when you look at the undefeated teams in the Big 12, BYU, Iowa State. But with Iowa State losing today, now we're starting to see a traffic jam of like teams not named BYU in the Big 12.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Iowa State and Kansas State clash at the end of the regular season. So that could be the Big 12 semifinal game if, let's say, Colorado trips up. So there's still a shot for Iowa State to run the table and get into the Big 12 title game and still have a spot at the table for the college football playoff.